banners during the LGBT movement, it was "Make hers yours." So every lesbian event, there was, a whole bunch of bags of hers potato chips or whatever, pretzels and stuff. And it was like a little fun thing at every event, whether it was Sister Space, the Michigan Women's Music Festival, or just around town, things that they held. And they would have "Make hers yours," hers, but now it's forever good, 100% electric, 0 emissions. I won't take it personally. So I'm so progressive, I identify as absolutely nothing. There's no box to check. There's no identifier. I can't be pigeonholed. We have reached up and beyond any matrix. So there's no clear identifier on me in terms of, one community or the other, or the cis, this, that, and the other. I'm just forever good. It's me. That truck, I happen to like the color that's on the front cab part of the truck, and it says Chomp, which is a gator, University of Florida Gators thing, like chomp, chomp, chomp. They always say that at fests and stuff like that. And this is for ice cream sandwiches, and it says Nightingale. My mom's name was Gail. She spelled it Gail. But also, Florence Nightingale was a little bit of a theory, in the early years of my mom's divorce. I think she was trying to figure out, where she was lacking. By the way, women shouldn't do that to other women, making another woman feel like she's lacking. It's hard enough in this world, and when women do stuff to other women, it makes it 10 times worse. So what if someone acts like a little Florence Nightingale and your husband likes her better? Because she's really good at something that you didn't learn. So, that would suck, right? Like, say you thought you were doing the right thing as a certain type of spouse. And, then you find out, oh no, someone came along and, behaved a certain way, and all of a sudden Easy Cakes has fallen in love with that person and out of love with you, right? So Pigeon Fest. So it's kind of low to do that to another person with intention to rattle. We're even going to show up to your baby showers, give you a rattle when no one else does, and it's a symbolism of rattling people's lives, shaking them up. Can you imagine someone living with that kind of intention and then stealing your husband or whoever? Because, you know, we all sort of wonder, well, people sort of, you know, go in different directions in life, and then they find people who they, you know, they're so superior, they find people they think are on the same wavelength, or, you know, they're more compatible. You know, maybe people think they got married too soon, and then they realize they found their match later. Unless it was all on intention, Florence Nightingale might work, you know, with the more injured among us. Oh, there's something I never got, you know. Someone will pretend to be Florence Nightingale and just take control of my entire life and family. Hijack my daughters. What if there were people staged on the sidewalk? Even people who technically are clearly disabled. And they had to hoof it over another block because they thought Sharon was coming up her usual route on 12. How crazy would that be? And you're like, I actually care about people and feel, you know, I feel sorry for people who have to live life a certain way or whatever. But say they join in with a specific community and they desperately need to keep showing up on your path because it's part of GANGSTALKING. As I would learn very quickly in 2011, one tactic of street harassment and being ganged up on, orchestrated activity, is to have 50 million people rolling out with injuries, whether they're permanent or temporary. I can't believe, after my experience kicked off in 2011, I was made to believe I'd be murdered. The fourth Monday of January 2011, here in Philadelphia, even my mom and aunt's phone lines in Jacksonville, Florida were severed, so that when I tried to call my mom, I got we're sorry, the phone number you're trying to reach has been disconnected. The games commenced and this city turned into like a craze ball machine. Hard to explain, but there are many layers and many tactics used